Let's talk about a dirty little secret every content creator knows, but almost no one will say out loud. You don't have to be original to blow up on YouTube. You just have to know who to copy and how to make it your own. Originality is cool, but trying to create something truly new that actually hits, that's like nearly impossibly hard. Meanwhile, there are proven content formats out there pulling in millions of views, and creators are stealing them left, right, and center. Why? Because they work. And the smartest creators, they're not reinventing the wheel, they're remixing it with style and making it look fresh. Before we go further, I bet you're thinking, who the fuck's this guy and why is he giving us advice from a small channel with no subs? Well, for the past few years, I've been working with some top creators such as Zidane, Jay Waller, Shayna Therese Taylor, and I've been helping them build their brands behind the scenes, pulling in millions of views using the exact strategy we're breaking down right now. And here's the truth, not every single viral video we made was original. We knew what worked and we made it look new. We'll talk more about this later. Let's go back in time a little bit. Let's think back to Star Wars. Do you think George Lucas pulled Star Wars out of thin air? No, he absolutely didn't. He copied the plot from a film called The Hidden Fortress. And what about all the remakes of Superman, James Bond, and Batman? Do you think they're repetitive and boring? I mean, if Hollywood, $1 billion industry, can remake the same movie every 5 years and make it a hit, why are you still trying to come up with original content? Innovation isn't invention, it's reinvention. Let's think back to the whiteboard strategy. Sam Alvins didn't invent the whiteboard teachings, but he perfected it for the consulting space. Then Charlie Morgan came along and adapted the same approach for his audience. Neither copied, they both recognized a powerful teaching method and made it their own. Tai Lopez pioneered combining lifestyle imagery with educational content. Later, creators like Iman Gadzhi took over the same formula but modernized it for a younger audience. The core strategy remained the same, but the execution evolved. Jordan Peterson established frameworks around discipline and self-improvement. Creators like Hamza then adapted these concepts with character-driven storytelling that resonated with Gen Zs. Same principles, fresh packaging. This is the smart way to borrow ideas. When people start making content, they make this one mistake. They try to be 100% original. The result? Nobody watches. Successful creators do these three things. They study what's working, they analyze high-performing content in their niche, and they extract the frameworks, not the exact words or visuals, but underlying structure of the video. Here's how to ethically build on others' ideas. First of all, start with inspiration. Find 10 to 15 creators whose content consistently performs. Not just in your niche, look sideways too. Fitness creators, business creators, mindset creators. The structure is what matters, not the niche. Then, you need to look for outliers. What videos went 3, 5, 100x above average? What was the hook, the structure, the thumbnail, or the topic? You need to extract the patterns, not the content. Never copy word for word or visual for visual. Instead, ask, what's the underlying framework that made this effective? Is it the story, the psychology, the pain they've inflicted on the viewers? Why did this hit? How was it structured? And how can I put a spin on it in my own way? This is how to not do it. Plagiarism trap. People's biggest mistakes are that they copy people's end game when they're still at the beginning of their journey. Here are the red flags that show you've gone too far. You're taking people's entire sentences or paragraphs word for word. You're not creating, you're copying. This is exactly what happened with James Smith's content. Someone literally transcribed his video and read it back to the camera word for word. It's actually bizarre, lazy, and inauthentic. Also, don't copy people's exact visual style, graphics, or presentation format, such as like Iman Gadzhi's editing style. There's so many copycats out there, and it just shows a lack of creative effort. The biggest red flag, though, is when your version adds absolutely nothing new to conversation. If someone could just watch the original and get the exact same information, what's the point of your content existing? Luke Belmar didn't invent the escape the matrix concept, and neither did Andrew Tate, but they've ran with it. You'll see phrases and the ideas behind it show up in a ton of their videos. It's the backbone of their messaging around financial freedom, online income, and rejecting the system. They've taken the concept and tailored it to their own vehicles. And this works because it speaks directly to the people who they're targeting. The 50-30-20 content strategy. Here's a practical framework I've seen work consistently. 50% is the ideas proven to work in your niche, which are data-driven. 30% is your unique experiences and insights. 20% is experimental content, potential thoughts, and breakthroughs. The balanced approach gives you the best chance of growth while maintaining authenticity. But here's the ethical line. There's a clear difference between inspiration and plagiarism. Inspiration is taking the concept and making it your own, but you want to build it on someone else's framework with your own unique perspective. You need to evolve the idea for a different audience. Plagiarism is copying scripts word for word, duplicating visuals without any kind of transformation on them, taking someone else's personal stories as your own. Your audience doesn't need you to be original, they need you to be valuable. And sometimes the most valuable thing you can do is take a proven concept and make it more unique, more relevant, or actionable for your specific audience. Start building your inspiration system today and watch how quickly your content transforms from ignored to impossible to forget. Like, subscribe if you want more unique content like this.